Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, timekeeper, chairperson, of course, our most worthy opponents. Just like the media, we would like to point out three things in our rebuttal speech. What they have said, what we have said, and of course, what it all comes down to. Ladies and gentlemen, throughout this debate, our worthy opponents seem to believe that it will be better for the Chinese people if they continue to live in ignorance. However, we know that is not true. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chinese people deserve to know the information that they have been disallowed for the past couple of decades. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to show you our force from flashes. Now, ladies and apologies. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, the boycott is temporary. Unlike what my worthy opponents seem to believe, that the Chinese people would definitely benefit in the long run. Having restricted access is definitely worse than having the entire package. Ladies and gentlemen, since they have agreed that companies will have an effect in China, why not have these companies boycott China and give the people more freedom in the internet access? And second, when they ranted on about the sudden change in democracy will be detrimental to the Chinese society. However, ladies and gentlemen, in our contention, we did not propose democracy, just to protect the human rights of those who are unjustly imprisoned by the Chinese government. Ladies and gentlemen, democracy does not equal human rights. The human rights is simply something that we should protect. And the Chinese government could fully do this while keeping the communist regime. And ladies and gentlemen, they went on about how we shouldn't impose our own ideals to the Chinese people. Ladies and gentlemen, how are these our ideals? These ideals are part of the International Declaration of Human Rights. They're part of international law. These are not something that we as a Western companies believe. It's something that's worldly recognized. So of course it's not imposing our own ideals. And finally, they avoided the fact of the imprisonment of journalists. They have not once. They just said it's just a small number, it doesn't matter. However, ladies and gentlemen, 30, 40, 81 journalists being imprisoned in the last 2 or 3 years. What would those people think? When there's some soldier that died in the war of Iraq, the news said, and of course the news holds that there will be a funeral. Well, what happens to these people, ladies and gentlemen? They're simply in prison for 10 years and basically no one knows about them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we have said. We've said there are human rights violations in China, and we have given the Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And then we have brought up the Tiananmen Square example of how the search results are vastly different when you do the search in China or North America. And we have given the stats on how many out of 30,000 cyber police monitoring internet traffic, and with a growing number of journalists being imprisoned each year. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, these Western companies have disregarded international charter of human rights, and they have disregarded the rights of individuals.